Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching for the first time, or if you're watching for the 10th time, and you don't subscribe to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. You can follow me on social media on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Okay, so this is another Shooting Up North podcast news update. Impact Wrestling announces 4 new event dates for August. They're on the road again in August. Fightful.com says new dates have been listed for upcoming events on the Impact Wrestling website. Impact will be in Chicago, Illinois. That's exciting. And no, CM Punk is not showing up at Impact Wrestling. Just to kill that rumor right now. I'm just kidding. Impact will be in Chicago, Illinois on August 12th and 13th. And then they will be in Dallas, Texas on August 26th and 27th. No venues have been announced yet for the events. It also hasn't been announced if these will be pay per views, Impact Plus specials, or television tapings. I'm thinking it's going to be one day is going to be Chicago, but that's exciting. Impact Wrestling returning to Chicago, Illinois, um, August 12th and 13th, and they will be in Dallas August 26th and 27th. I would think the show in Chicago is going to be on Impact Plus. And here's just a plea to Impact Wrestling: when are you coming back to Windsor, Ontario? When you coming back to Windsor, Ontario? St. Clair College, we're waiting for you, man. I'm waiting for you. As soon as they come back up here, I'm buying tickets immediately. So waiting for them to come back, but they're not coming back just yet. But should be good shows. Should be good shows. Because should be lots of surprises. As you know, Slammiversary will be June 19th in Nashville, Tennessee. Who knows? Maybe they'll have a pay per view. Maybe it'll be a pay per view event on one of these days. But bottom line is August 12th and 13th. One more time, they'll be in Chicago, Illinois, looking and Dallas, Texas, August 26th and 27th. I'm also looking forward to the venue announcements as well. Alrighty, so will we see CM Punk at Wrestle Kingdom in January? New Japan Pro Wrestling's their show of the year, biggest show of the year, Wrestle Kingdom, in January 4th. So it will CM Punk be a part of that show. Hiroshi, if it's up to Hiroshi Tanahashi, New Japan Pro Wrestling megastar, CM Punk will be at that show. Actually, Hiroshi Tanahashi invited CM Punk. He invites CM Punk to Wrestle Kingdom. So I'm getting this from SC Scoops. Says Hiroshi Tanahashi wants to give the fans the match they were expecting to see at the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view event where he was supposed to wrestle AEW World Champion CM Punk. Of course, as we know, CM Punk is injured. He won't be at Forbidden Door. He'll be getting surgery. When speaking to Tokyo Sports, Tanahashi threw out the idea of CM Punk competing at Wrestle Kingdom in January against him. Says, and a quote from Hiroshi Tanahashi says, Wrestle Kingdom, CM Punk owes me one. I'd like to invite him to Japan. I've been to the US a lot, so come here with a special price. Tokyo Dome is a prestigious stage. So Tanahashi challenging CM Punk at Wrestle Kingdom. I think we're going to get that match at Wrestle Kingdom. I think we're going to see a CM Punk at Wrestle Kingdom going 1-on-1 with Hiroshi Tanahashi, which should be just an absolutely fantastic, fantastic match. But Tanahashi also, he talked about um, the AEW interim title. So he said, Tanahashi also talked about the decision that Punk would not give up the title, but instead an interim AEW World title will be made while he's out of action. So Tanahashi said, "I think it's overprotective of Punk not relinquishing the title." Said, "If we were in Japan, you would normally give the belt up." Or maybe he will come back in a short period of time. Tanahashi has a chance to compete in the tournament and will wrestle, of course, as we know, Hiroki Goto at New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion, which is this Sunday. I'm going to be doing a preview and prediction show on that. The winner of that bout will advance to the finals at the Forbidden Door to meet Jon Moxley, or the winner of the Battle Royal. It's going to be Jon Moxley. It's going to be Jon Moxley against Tanahashi, and my guess is going to be Tanahashi. I'm sorry, it's going to be Jon Moxley who's going to win the AEW interim title, leading to a CM Punk John Moxley match for all the marbles. But yeah, Tanahashi has a point here. I mean, if Punk's going to be out for a couple of months, relinquish the title. I mean, they would. That's what they would do in Japan. Anytime someone gets injured, they have to relinquish the title, and that's what they should have done with CM Punk, in my opinion. But I'm not calling the shots. Tony Khan is. Uh, but um, but nonetheless, it's all leading to, in my opinion, John Moxley versus CM Punk for the for all the marbles for the undisputed AEW World Title. So I think Moxley and CM Punk were headed for a feud anyway. So once he comes back, and I don't know how long CM Punk is going to be out for. But I'm sure he'll be back by January, and I really expect that we're going to see CM Punk 101 with Hiroshi Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Watch the news, as you know, anything breaks. And hey, if you want to buy a T-shirt, the link is on our is on our YouTube page up in the banner. It says "Shooting Up North Merchandise." Click on it, and you can buy a T-shirt. But I'm watching the news. Anything else breaks, I'll be back. But if not, I'll be back tomorrow, of course. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.